between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They run the toss now with Gibson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. On 2nd and 7, Hill throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd down and 7. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Washington first down.
A shotgun snap for Hill. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
2nd down and goal. Hill looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll run with Gibson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try the air now with Hill. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think. so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
57's the mark. 57. Here we go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Letting you know right now, you better break. Check 9, check 9.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Not today, you are. Not today.
Prescott to throw it. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
46. Hey, kill. 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Sheds off the tackle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's Hill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Room to run inside the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Washington.
Now it's Hill. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable now for Allen. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Hill. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott off play action. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Here we go.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Prescott now. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and here he'll get it down to the 7. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Say it.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Cowboys 7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Hill. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 3, check 3. Check
10th carry now for Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11 now. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And Prescott, his foot puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A handoff running left is Gibson.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll run. It's Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, it's Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. A handoff for Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 74 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 22, Prescott flushed out right. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Steps away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Jarwin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing, Prescott. Going underneath, complete to Jarwin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
10 more yards. He was brought down by Cole Holcomb. A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And now off off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pollard to return from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll throw again. Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, They finish up the regular season with a mark of 12-5. And now they'll have to see how the final playoff picture will all shake out.